Hi and welcome. I'm Vipul Mittal. In this session, I will discuss defensive intangible asset. Now, what is a defensive intangible asset? A defensive intangible asset is an acquired intangible asset that an entity does not intend to actively use. So, an entity acquires an intangible asset but does not intend to actively use it, but intends to hold the asset. So, an entity does not intend to actively use, but intends to hold the asset. And it intends to hold the asset to prevent other from obtaining access to the asset. So an entity acquires an intangible asset but does not intend to actively use. But yes, intends to hold the asset to prevent others from obtaining access to the asset. Does not want that competitors get this asset. Company does not want that. So company does not sell this asset, does not want to sell this asset, also does not want to use this asset. So entity holds this asset, does not use it actively. Now, determination of whether an intangible is a defensive intangible asset or not depends upon the intentions. You can say the determination that whether an intangible asset is a defensive intangible asset or not depends upon the intentions of the entity. If the entity does not intend to actively use, but intends to hold the asset so that others do not get access to the asset, then it is a defensive intangible asset. And if intentions change, classification changes. So an intangible that is right now a defensive intangible because the entity does not intend to actively use it but intends to hold this asset. This asset may not be a defensive intangible in future if intentions change. So if intentions change, classification changes, and the intangible asset may no longer be a defensive intangible asset. So intentions of the entity determine whether an intangible asset is a defensive intangible asset or not. All right, students, I hope this is helpful. We'll connect again. Goodbye.